Let's go. Today we're answering the question that was asked by one of my players, one of my boys. Who is the best football player of all time? Who is the GOAT? And now I have the time to answer it in a detailed manner. So, before we start, let's just add some context, okay? Why does my opinion matter? Oh yeah, I'm a football coach. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, very special. There is plenty of football coaches, most of whom have shocking opinions. Just shocking. Just you listen to them and you're like, Jesus Christ, you're giving me a headache. Please stop talking. So why is my opinion any different? Why is it worth listening to? Okay, let's add some context. So apart from being a football coach, before I started, I actually went to university. So I'm somewhat academically equipped to do research and approach topics and questions in more or less a scientific manner, which gives me an edge. This is a big advantage. Being able to think, being able to conduct research properly. So the results that you end up, obviously, with are somewhat valid, reliable. You've managed to take out your biases out of the equation. You've managed to approach the topic in a way that allows you to find accurate results. So you could say that scientific approach applied to sports is very helpful, is very beneficial. Why? Because the scientific approach works in fields such as science, which is a lot more complex. And what happens when you apply it to sports? It's much more easy. It's just easy. It's easy and it makes sense, as you will see. So just some context, some background. When I was young, I grew up in Bulgaria. I didn't grow up here in England. So I wasn't overly influenced by the English culture, English football. I was able to watch all leagues in Bulgaria. You have all leagues, but you have Italian, French, Spanish, German, English. You watch everything. I was maybe too obsessed with football when I was young. All I'm gonna say is I had days, because I went to kind of boarding high school. So I used to live in student halls with other boys. For almost 5 years, my roommate, yeah, we argued almost every day about football, almost every day. I had days where I would pretend that I'm sick. I wouldn't go to school and I would watch football clips, videos, and everything that you can find on the internet all day. I'm not saying it was a good thing, not going to school to do this. I'm just saying how things were. I actually have I had like this little book that I did back then. Look at this. That's all handwritten by me in handmade. This, all this make me feel old. I've done this all by hand. Blah 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 blah. So this is all the Ballon d'Or winners actually. Look at that. All top threes. And a lot more things. Whole team of the year. Oh, I was obsessed. Like very. I was like a football encyclopedia. So when we combine this, you can see this is not, is that normal? In order for this to be normal, I reckon I have to be gay or something to have a notebook. Or I have to be just too obsessed. Given the fact that I'm not gay, I think that, yeah, so combine this, that obsession that I had from a young age, plus my academic background, plus my experience in coaching. Okay? This gives me somewhat of a unique position to actually make a judgment which can be somewhat objective. So, Now we can start. We've added some context. What is next? Before we get to the actual main topic and give an answer, what is the approach? How am I judging this? Okay, in science, before you start, you need to set out the method that you're going to be using. Okay, you have methodology. What are you going to do in order to get where you want to get? So, how are we judging who is the GOAT? Like what? I'm just here, just talking, just talking shit. Yeah, I think this guy. Why? Well, because it's him, he's the best. All right, so let's try and break it down. What am I basing my opinion on? What is important? I'll break it down. I'll break it into three main categories that, in my opinion, are very important to consider. First, you have accomplishments. Okay, important, of course. You cannot be the GOAT if you have no accomplishments. Impossible. Second, longevity. You cannot be the best player of all time if you have no longevity. Okay, you just one season wonder. Doesn't work like that. You need to have a body of work that, like, okay, this guy did it for a while. It didn't just show up one season, whoa, big player, and then next season when everyone's got some information about him and they've worked him out and he's done. Okay, so this kind of disqualifies you if you had a very short prime. And number three is skill. Skill. You can call it eye test, whatever. Skill. Yeah. There's players that have amazing accomplishments, stats. By the way, for stats, you can kind of add stats towards career or accomplishment. So that's why I don't mention stats as a separate kind of area to take into consideration. So skill, you look at the player, you can kind of tell what is he good at, what is he not good at. Okay. Anyway, that's out the way now. So let's see what we're working with. Actually, a couple of years ago, I started creating a list. Top 50 football players of all time. Now, did I finish the list? No. Because you just heard these were this is my criteria. So it was very difficult to judge. It's very difficult. Even if you break the criteria down 33% this, 30 into weight, this has got 33% this and this. Still very difficult. It's still somewhat subjective. We need to acknowledge this. Now, am I going to try and be as objective as possible? Yes. Am I a Barca fan? No. Am I a Man United or Real Madrid fan? No. I used to be the biggest Chelsea fan of all time. Then they decided to sell all of my favorite players, all their legends, Drogba, Lampard, John Terry, Petr Cech, and they lost me there. So since then, for about 7 years now, I don't really have a favorite team. I just watch the game and I enjoy watching good football. I enjoy seeing good players. I enjoy just watching skill and greatness. That's what I like. Yeah. So I don't really have any preference. You could say, indifferent. Yeah. So my list. I would say this list is only kind of valid until number 14. Debatable. So that list, I have the top 14 starting from number 14. I have Maldini, Di Stefano, 13. At 12, Mark van Basten. 11, Ferenc Puskas. 10, top 10 now, Gerd Müller. Number 9, Michel Platini. 8, Maradona. 7, Zidane. 6, Franz Beckenbauer. 5, Brazilian Ronaldo. 4, Johan Cruyff. And then we have the top 3. You know what? We're going to keep the players that are a bit more recent. Okay, so we're going to take away Pele, who is in the top 3, obviously. Cruyff, you could say that we can take him off the list. He played in the 70s. That's a bit too long ago. Beckenbauer, same thing. Great player, innovator, everything. We can take. So we're gonna leave in that list. Let's go for this. The Brazilian Ronaldo, Zidane, Maradona, Messi, and Cristiano. Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. So we have about 5. Okay, let's get the obvious. Let's address the obvious. Now, what is Zidane doing there? Zidane, good player, yes. Does he have the resume of the Brazilian Ronaldo, Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo? No, not really. He's good. One of the best midfielders of all time. He's not there though. He didn't really have that much. The longevity, not really there. Brazilian Ronaldo longevity kind of struggles with it. Top players, yes, but we need to take into consideration longevity. If you are not disciplined enough, that's your problem. That's not my problem. Okay. Who else? Maradona, same problem. And we are left with Messi and Ronaldo. Now, guys, should I say what I think now, or should I just start by giving you stats? We're just gonna say the obvious. The best player of all time is Messi. I'm gonna tell you why. It doesn't matter how you spin the argument. It doesn't matter. Are you gonna look at accomplishments? Individual accomplishments, it's Messi. More Ballon d'Ors, Golden Boots. I think Ronaldo might have one more. Everything individually is better. He's got twice. He's the player of the tournament, of the World Cup, twice. Is tournaments overly important to me? Not really. Why? Because as much as, yeah, it's a big deal, big event, it's an event. There is only how many games in the World Cup? 7. Is it the biggest stage? Yes. Are there numerous factors that can impact whether you do well or not, and whether your team wins or loses? Yes. You don't have that much control. It's not enough games. So I would much rather look at the overall body of work and see, okay, throughout 100 games here or there or whatever, this guy has this, the other guy has that. Because it's, the more evidence you have, the more reliable it is in terms of quantity. Okay? More games he's done better than this other guy. So, anyway, let's start with the stats. Just because, oh yeah, Ronaldo is the best goal scorer. I actually have my laptop open and I'm on the website. There is a website, Messi versus Ronaldo. How do I know that? Well, as I said, I was obsessed. There was one year, I think it was 2015, where I watched every single game of Messi and Ronaldo, and I was writing down every single game what they did. So Messi plays, let's say he scores 2 goals and an assist against this team, and I would write down Messi versus Elche or whatever, 2 goals and an assist, and I would note if the goal was a penalty or a tap-in. That was very important to me. That was a big deal. And then Ronaldo plays, watch the game, same thing. I did that for a year. That was very important to me. So stats. It's funny that there is a debate, but what do the stats say? All-time career, excluding club friendlies. Messi, 850 goals. Ronaldo, 919. Messi's got 379 assists to Ronaldo's 256. Okay, so in total, Messi has got 69 less assists, less goals than Ronaldo, while having 123 more assists. So combined, Messi's got what? He's got 50, 60 more goal and assists than Ronaldo. More. Now we get to the interesting part. Ronaldo has played almost 200 more games. So Messi's minutes per goal 105. So every 105 minutes he gives you a goal. Ronaldo 112. Messi has got a goal contribution every 72 minutes compared to Ronaldo's 87. So the stats are on whose side? Messi. We need to stop with this. Oh, Ronaldo's got the most goals. This. Okay, listen. We know. If I go and play 10,000 games now, I will be the person with the most goals. It's logical. I've played the most games. I don't need to be as good. Another fun fact for all the doubters: Ronaldo, on average, has been taking more shots per game than Messi. Yet, he has scored less. So what does that mean? If we look at all-time club, same thing. 99 minutes per goal for Messi, 109 minutes per goal for Ronaldo. I don't want to overwhelm you with stats, okay? What is the argument for Ronaldo? Oh, he's missed the Champions League. Okay, fair. Fair enough. He's got 5 Champions Leagues. Messi's got 4. Good point. That's the one big argument. Second big argument: Messi's Ballon d'Ors are not deserved. We're gonna address both. Let's just look. Okay. Again, we start not to. We don't go into too much detail yet. We could, though, if anyone's got a counter argument, or you think I missed something which is important and could potentially change the outcome, change my conclusion, let me know in the comments. Engagement. Let's boost the engagement a little bit. I need it. I need help. I need help. It's obvious. We're struggling a little bit at the moment. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let me just put it in the comments. Or you missed this, Press. You're biased or whatever, obviously. Respectfully, yeah? You missed this. This is very important. Don't just go, oh, no, that's not. Debate, okay? There is a discussion. Discussion is we both present our opinions, we present our our facts, and we see, okay, this one is valid, this one not really. Right. All-time Champions League, excluding qualifying. Okay. Messi in 163 games has got 129 goals, 40 assists. Ronaldo in 20 more games has got 11 more goals and 1 more assist. So again, Messi goals ratio and assist ratio is higher. We need to acknowledge this. Mr. Champions League has got worse goal and assist ratio. Okay. Let's have a look at goals by type. Ooh, that's interesting. Now some breakdown. Penalties. Messi has got 18 out of 23 penalties. Ronaldo's got 19 out of 22. That's good. This is good. Free kick goals. That's interesting. That goes in Ronaldo's favor. Messi's only got 5 free kick goals in the Champions League. Ronaldo's got 12. That's good. That's good. Okay, we'll give that to Ronaldo. Goals outside the box. Messi, 18. Ronaldo, 10. Who's got the better long shots? Messi. Messi, boys. I know this is contrary to popular belief because people say, yeah, but look at Ronaldo's muscles, look at his quads, man. Messi has got the better long shot. He's just better. Goes inside the box, obviously. Ronaldo 99, Messi 88, good. Left foot, Messi dominates. Right foot, Ronaldo dominates. Headers, Messi's got 4, Ronaldo's got 25, of course. That's good. Better heading, no debate there. He's a better header of the ball. Performance stats. Now, we need to take into consideration this. It says data not available for all games. Okay, so for whatever games we had data, this shows that Messi has taken 707 shots to get his whatever goals, and Ronaldo has taken 1022. How many more shots is that? Another thing, percentage of shots on target. Messi's got 46.4, Ronaldo is at 40. That's a big difference. 6% is a big difference. Successful dribbles. Still, we're just talking Champions League. We're talking about Mr. Champions League. And Messi. Successful dribbles. We all know Messi destroys him. 687 to 436. Massive gap here. Massive gap. Key passes. 344 to 274. I don't need to say in whose favor. Big chances created. 77 to 44. In whose favor? I don't need to say that. We all know. Aerial duels. 35 to 208. Obviously, I don't need to mention that as well. This is Ronaldo all day. Penalty conversion, 78% for Messi, 86% for Ronaldo. Better penalty taker, no debate. He is better at penalties. Free kick attempts. Interesting here. 109 for Messi against 189 for Ronaldo. Yet, still, Ronaldo's got a little bit of a higher conversion rate. He's got 6.3% free kick conversion rate. Messi's got 4.6. Okay, Ronaldo wins this for the Champions League. Man of the match now. 75 to 44 in Messi's favor. Man of the match is man of the match. You can only do so much. Sometimes you're one person out of 11. You cannot contribute that much towards winning. Even if you're Messi. Even Messi, you know what I'm saying. Average match rating, 8.23. For Messi, 7.75 for Ronaldo. Big difference there. Obviously, you could argue match rating, yeah, that's based on some AI, wherever they judge. You don't know if that's accurate. Okay, fair enough. Although it is very accurate. And that concludes the Champions League. Okay, now, is there an argument? Okay, Ronaldo, yeah, every time in the qualifiers, he steps up, he scores this, he scores that. Listen, he does play well. He has had amazing performances in the knockout stages. Still, you saw the stats. Does he dominate? No. You could make the argument that he's even losing. That's Champions League. And also to take into consideration, Ronaldo's team has been better for longer. Look at the Real Madrid team. Ronaldo leaves, they win the Champions League. How many more times after he left? They just have the team, they have that core, the engine of the team. This is something that stats wouldn't show you. Messi, towards the later stages of his career in Barca, he was dragging Ousmane Dembele, players like that. Arturo Vidal. Okay. So the Champions League, can this sway you into Ronaldo's favor? Difficult. Okay, let's move on. Messi's dominating stats. The Champions League, if you want me to go into more detail, guys, I know the stats. I know that almost every season, Messi outperformed Ronaldo in the Champions League, scored more goals, gave more assists in less games, most of the time. His team would go as far as he can push them. How many times did he have like a big, like massive failure? He did something. Very few. You could say against Chelsea 2011, 2012, he missed a penalty, he hit the bar, Barca lost, that was semi-final. Was that the happiest day of my life? Yes, I still remember it. Obviously, since then, I've had a couple, only a few happier days, but I remember that day I said, hey, even if Chelsea, I said, even if they lose the final, I can die a happy person. Chelsea just beat Barca. Okay, so don't come at me with this. You're a Messi fan or something like this. Back then, I actually thought Ronaldo was better. I was like, yeah, he's the same as Messi, he's just bigger and stronger. And then Messi had this season where he scored 91 goals in a calendar year. And I had to admit, I was shocked, you know? So obviously Messi was a winger. Ronaldo was also a winger before he converted permanently as a to a striker. And what happened? I watched the game. I think Messi came off the bench. That was 2012. That was the season after he missed that penalty against Chelsea. And I watched the game. And obviously I know Messi, like, incredible dribbler. He scores goals. Messi is Messi. By that time he had 3 Ballon d'Ors. I think he was about to win his 4th, or he had just won it. It was just literally just about time to win his 4th Ballon d'Or. And he played the game, and it was like 2-2 or something like this. He came on, and Barca ended up winning 4-2. And he scored 1 goal, nice goal. And then there was a free kick. And he scored the free kick. And the free kick was perfectly placed, top corner, just perfect. Over the wall, boom. And I'm like, I had a life-changing moment. Eye-opening. I was like, Messi can score free kicks like this? Because he didn't seem like a free kick taker. You know, free kick takers. Think about free kick takers. What positions do they play most of the time? Nowadays, maybe a bit different. Players are a bit more. Players nowadays are a bit more molded to a certain. Yeah, a bit more well-rounded, you could say. So you kind of have free kick takers from all over the place. But even still, in general, free kick takers, what position do they play? On most teams, they kind of play in the center. Not really wingers. Most of the wingers, you associate them with dribbling. Yeah, he can dribble. Back in the day, very few wingers could dribble and then score a goal. Had like insane finishing. So when I saw that free kick, I was like, Jesus Christ. Messi can score free kicks. Wow, yeah. Okay. Something happened, something clicked, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think that's it. How he's too good. How can he be? How can he do all that other stuff and score free kicks like that? So then I kind of started shifting towards him. Okay, so what's the next argument? We can go into more detail in terms of Champions League and stuff like that, and I'll address the Ballon d'Ors in a bit. By the way, career trophies: Messi 46, Ronaldo 35. Ballon d'Or awards: Messi 8, Ronaldo 5. We all know that. This is common knowledge. Nominations: Ronaldo's got 18, Messi's got 16. So that's one for Ronaldo. A bit better at that. Okay. So what is next? What other stats can I see here? All right, there's like some sort of a essay. Who's better at international level? Who has more records? Blah 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 blah. Who has won more trophies? Just send in some text. I don't need that because I know. Let's address the last point. Accomplishments is Messi. Stats, Messi. Longevity, both outstanding longevity. Now, what makes the difference though? Like the big difference? Forget about Ballon d'Ors if you want. I just read you the stats. Let's say equal Ballon d'Ors, equal trophies, although Messi's got more of both. Stats. Messi's got the much better stats. Like, there is a bit of a difference in the stats. Forget about all this. Let's say it's equal, but Messi leads in the stats. So you watch them. What's your argument that Ronaldo is better? You know what I've heard? Ronaldo is the complete player. Okay, let's think about this now. Where does that notion of Ronaldo being the complete player come from? What is a complete player to you? Oh, he can do everything. What data do you have to back that up? The data that you have shows that Ronaldo is a better penalty taker and a better header of the ball. What else is he better at? You could make the argument that he's got a better weak foot. So you could say Ronaldo is better at heading, penalties, and he's got a better weak foot. And what else? This is an honest question. If anyone can think of something else, let me know. If you want, go and check something on the FIFA stats. Or I can let me open the FIFA. Oh, do I need to? I don't need to open FIFA stats. And now we think about everything else that happens on the football pitch. Who is better? Who's the better finisher? Messi. What goes into shooting, finishing? Messi. Less shots, more goals in less games. Everything is in his favor. Better long shots. Messi, clearly. I can open the rest of the. Let's open the rest of the stats. Just I don't want to talk from the top of my head. We saw Champions League. Messi's got more goals than from outside the box. Yeah. Let's see all-time career detailed stats. Goals from outside the box. Messi, 97 against Ronaldo, 69. So Messi against Mr. Power Shot. Why does Messi have 30 more goals from outside the box? Because he's better at long shooting. That's why. So Messi free kicks. Messi goes from Messi long shooting. Messi finishing. What else is there with shooting? Messi's got the better finesse shot. This is obvious. That's more of his style. He's got more variety of shots that he scores with. You've seen Messi chip the keeper, do this, do that, far corner, near corner, curved, power shot. All sorts of goals you've seen from Messi. Have you seen all sorts of goals from Ronaldo? Yes. But with him is more of laces. Boom, boom, boom. Does it work? Yes. Messi's works better though. He's just better. Better finish. The stats show it. And the eye test shows it. He's got more weapons. In terms of shooting, more weapons. You could say that. So Messi has taken 1,000 less shots. Ronaldo has taken close to 5,000. Messi has taken close to 4,000. So we conclude here. Messi is the better finisher. Messi's got better shooting than Ronaldo, and it's actually, you could say, significantly better. Significantly. I believe this is significant. Because it's probably like over 10% more in terms of like difference. If they're like shoulder to shoulder, okay, argument. But I think Ronaldo is here, Messi is here. That's what the stats show. You've got probably like 10% extra that Messi has. Okay. I just showed the stats here because there's somewhat of a competition with this. Okay. So now passing. We come down to the passing. Who has got better passing? Clearly, assist Messi. Messi is the better creator. So Messi's got the better vision. His short passing is better, link up game and whatever. Long passing, also better. Crossing is also better. This has been almost non-existent in Ronaldo's game. Why? Because he picked to become a striker. He didn't want to go and be a playmaker. Why? Well, that was his choice. It wasn't my choice. That was his personality. He wanted to go up there. He decided that he's going to be most efficient as a striker. Messi decided to go, give me the ball and get out the way. That's what Messi decided. And that's what he did. But he was still scoring goals with Ronaldo's pace. That's what's crazy. This is what's crazy. We are comparing a striker, clearly a striker, for the last 10 years probably, to someone who is clearly a playmaker. That's what's insane. So, passing, Messi completely destroys him. No debate there, no argument. Guys, please don't argue with this. It's insane. Dribbling, someone's going to say, oh, Ronaldo got injured. That's why he doesn't dribble. No, that's not the. No. So he got injured, so he cannot dribble, but he can still sprint, and he was like breaking sprint records and all this. How does that make sense? So you got this specific injury that prevents you from stopping and turning rapidly, but it doesn't get in the way of you sprinting like Usain Bolt. What kind of injury is that? Please let me know. It's probably some very special injury. I don't know. Maybe it's your ankle or something. I don't know, or a knee. But still, how can you sprint? Sprinting is very taxing on the body. I don't know. That's some special injury. That's TikTok injury. TikTok creates these narratives. Next, dribbler Messi significantly better. The stats show it. No point to go over them. Just significantly. Messi is the greatest dribbler of all time. To be fair, he's also the greatest shooter of the ball of all time, most likely. And he's probably also is in contention for the best passer of all time, which is insane. One player. Okay, so what's next? Defending. We don't need to talk about defending. They don't defend, both of them. Never have, never will. Maybe early on in their careers, you could still say Messi was a bit better because he was very good at pressing when Barca was pressing. Then he stopped. Ronaldo, he's never been good at defending. When he was young, he was going for silly slide tackles here and there. I remember him getting yellow cards. But yeah, you could say potentially Messi better at defending, but I'm not going to go that far because this is a silly argument. We don't really care about defending. Physicality. Now we get to this part. Maybe some people think that because Ronaldo is taller and maybe he's going to win a bodybuilding competition, that he's like, I don't know, like better physically. Does he look better? Yes. Does that help him with being an aerial threat? Yeah. Better header of the ball? Yes. Now, if we think about the other physical attributes, balance, agility, acceleration, strength. By strength, I mean, are you easy to be taken off the ball? Then you start going, shit, Messi. Who goes to the ground easier? Ronaldo. Stuff like that is difficult to compare. Messi's got quicker change of direction. He can stop. He can turn quicker. He's much quicker in these things. This is ultra important in football. Does Ronaldo look better? Yeah. Does he look more imposing, intimidating? Yeah. Do more girls like him than Messi? Yeah. But does he have the better physicality for football? That's very subjective. We can't really say. I don't want to go as far as to say Messi's got the better physique, but it is very close. It's closer than what FIFA makes you believe. Because FIFA would not give 80 something strength to Messi because he's small. But go and try and take him off the ball, yeah? Push him. You're going to struggle. Now, are you going to be able to push Ronaldo off the ball? No, you're still going to struggle. He's strong, he's quick and everything. But I think being short has helped Messi a lot. That's just the reality of the... Yeah. He would not have been as good of a dribbler if he was taller. I think that's a fact. He's just so... His feet are short, and he can take such small steps and so quick that he can take 2 steps while you're taking 1, meaning he's got better balance, he can change direction better, just stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, Messi is overall has got more skill. Think about who can play more positions. Again, Messi. We've only seen Ronaldo play as a winger and as a striker. Messi, can you imagine Messi playing on the left as like a left mid? Yeah. Can you imagine him playing in the middle? Yeah. Holding midfielder? Yeah. Because you've pretty much seen him play everywhere, apart from at the back. He can play more positions. What does that mean? That he's more of a complete player. He's got more skills. That means that he's the more complete player. So stop going with this Ronaldo is the most complete player. Why? When Messi beats him in almost every aspect of the game. You just need to think about it and think objectively. Then just go, oh, Ronaldo's got more aura. Yeah, look at him. Oh, look, he flexed. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Come on. Be objective. The Ballon d'Ors, that's what I have to say about that. The Ballon d'Or, they need to get rid of this award now. I think after Messi and Ronaldo, they should just stop it. I believe. Just get rid of it. Come on. There is no point having it. Because of Messi and Ronaldo's dominance. Hey, listen, by the way, the fact that I'm saying that Messi is better doesn't mean that I'm hating on Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the second best player of all time in the history of football. There is only ever been one player that has had the ability to play football better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay, by putting it this way, I'm not hating. I'm just being objective. If you ask me to compare Ronaldo against every other player, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Pele, Maradona, he destroys them. No debate. No debate. He is significantly better than all these guys. Okay? So don't take this as like disrespect or hate. It's just the facts. Messi is just superior at football. So, the Ballon d'Or. Now, the award itself, it's supposed to be the best player for the year. How do they award it? Team achievements. How does that make sense? It's supposed to be who was the best individual performer for the year. You can only impact winning so much as an individual, one player out of a team of 11, which is ridiculous. Okay, consider it, but like 10% weight. People just go, we had guys, we had in 2021, I think, we had Jorginho third, I think. That's why I kind of That's giving me a headache. Just, oh, you know how much that pisses me off? Jorginho's third. For the Ballon d'Or, I don't want to get started. I need to maintain my composure. This award is meaningless. They just give it to whoever has won the most trophies. Whoever's got the star of the best team gets the Ballon d'Or. Okay, change it. Make it MVP, most valuable player. That's better. At least you're not saying that this guy is the best. You're just saying most valuable player. You know how you interpret this? Yeah, his team won and he was like the most valuable. So we guess that he's the MVP anyway. Just do that like in NBA. Because LeBron James in NBA has been the best player for 15 years and he's only got 4 MVPs. Why? Because they always kind of give the MVP to whoever's team was like the highest seed at the end of the regular season. That's why. Otherwise, they should have given it to LeBron 10 years in a row. Same with the Ballon d'Or. Messi, if the Ballon d'Or was real, after me reading all these stats to you, if the Ballon d'Or was real and was actually given to the best player in the world for that calendar year, I don't want to go into too much detail, but Messi should have probably about 10 or 11 instead of 8. This sounds ridiculous, but please don't come at me saying that from 2008 to 2022, this is 14 years. In 6 of those years, there's been a player better than Messi. Come on. So what was Messi doing then? Scoring the most goals in the world, providing the most assists, on the least shots, creating chances and everything. Well, how is he not the best? And still piling up these stats and winning trophies. The most, the player with most trophies in the history of football. Just looking at it this way, how is it possible? Come on, let's not be silly. I can even tell you, Messi. So 2008 Ballon d'Or is for Ronaldo. Good, 100% solid. That's his Ballon d'Or. No problem. No arguments there. Then 9, 10, 11, 12, Messi. No arguments there. Complete domination. That's his Ballon d'Or. 13, Messi was kind of injured. Ronaldo's year. You could say yes. 14, Messi. 14 is, again, it's debatable, but it was Messi. Messi was better. And remember, World Cup, Messi had probably one of the best World Cup performances ever. That his performance there back then at that World Cup was probably better than his 2022 performance. It was insane. They were just giving him the ball and get out the way. Get him the ball and get out the way, mate. I'm doing everything. That was ridiculous, that performance. So, 15, Messi, clearly. 16, it was Messi. They gave it to Ronaldo. Why? Because Real Madrid won a treble or something. They won the Champions League. 17, they give it to Ronaldo again. Again, it was probably Messi. There is debate, though. There is debate. I don't want to go and check it. I know the stats. I remember because I was alive back then and I was thinking, why are they giving it like this? This is ridiculous. I knew that Ronaldo is going to get it because Madrid were winning the trophies. I was like, Jesus, look at what Messi is doing. 18, again Ronaldo, and it's again these 3 Ballon d'Ors, 16, 17, and 18. If you ignore the Champions League, no reason to give it to Ronaldo. And when I say ignore the Champions League, I don't mean the stats. I mean Real Madrid won it. They were dominating 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Who does that? But look at Messi's stats and Ronaldo's stats for the Champions League in these years. Messi doesn't have a shit season. Just Barca were shocking. They were rebuilding. Xavi and Iniesta left. That's the equivalent of Modric, Toni Kroos and Casemiro leaving Real Madrid. But instead of getting all these players, spending 100 and whatever million on players, Barca was starting, okay, let's get Ivan Rakitic. Let's get Arturo Vidal. Kevin Prince Boateng. You know what I mean? It's not the same. And then Gavi, Pedri. They started towards the end towards Messi's last season. So yeah, you know. If it was fair, Messi should have had 10. That's what it is. 2020, when Lewandowski was supposed to win it, the stats were saying Messi, to be honest. It was very close. Stats were towards Messi. He had almost the same amount of goals. And then assists, stuff like that, it was more sort of in his favor. And when he won it the year after, he said, "Yeah, last year should have been you, Robert." It was nice, you know. He was trying to be humble, but in reality, it was 50-50. But to be fair, after COVID, the Ballon d'Or has been just. Before it was bad, but now it's like Jesus. Just whoever wins the trophies gets is become a bit dark. Where is my remote? Anyway, we're gonna continue like this. It's more. I don't know. It's warmer now. Okay, so we've established this. I think that's the debate. This is the debate. Let's just check quickly, yeah. Okay, wait. We'll check SofaScore. I don't think there's going to be any other questions today, because this one is such an important one. SofaScore. Let's compare the seasons. Okay. Messi. Ronaldo. Season. Let's go 17-18 first. Season 17-18. Okay. So that's in the Champions League only. So average SofaScore rating, Messi 7.88, Ronaldo 8.11. Okay, that's Ronaldo. Minutes per game, Ronaldo 90, Messi 78. Okay, good. Matches played, Messi 10, Ronaldo 13. In these matches, Ronaldo's got 15 goals, Messi's got 6. Good. Assists, Messi's got 2, Ronaldo's got 3. So Ronaldo dominates there. Now everything else, successful dribbles, blah, 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 all these guys, obviously, you know. Is in Messi's favor. So that's the season that Ronaldo did better. We acknowledge that. I did say it was close. Let's just check. That was Champions League. He did have, I think that was his best Champions League. Was that his last one with Madrid? Yeah, probably. Yeah. What did they? The other two are very close. the last 2 seasons. We're just talking Champions League. Why? Because I'm trying to take Ronaldo's like best performance and compare it to Messi's performance. Does that make sense? I'm not going. Let's just see the league in that season. I think there was an argument where Ronaldo is like better for that year. There was one. I said Messi should have like 10 or 11 Ballon d'Ors. The rest are for Ronaldo. They're not for Lewandowski or whatever. Ronaldo should have 4 probably. La Liga 17-18. So Messi average SofaScore rating 8.48. Ronaldo 7.9. Significant difference in what? In the league where they've both played how many games? Messi's played 36, Ronaldo's played 27. So this is much bigger sample. Okay. Ronaldo was injured probably this season. Yeah, to only play 27 games. Probably, yeah. We'll give him that. Okay, so goals, Messi's got 34, Ronaldo's got 26. Obviously, Messi's played more games. Almost same goal ratio. Messi is 34 and 36, Ronaldo is 26 and 27. Both machines. Assists, 12 for Messi, 5 for Ronaldo. Messi better, everything else Messi. We all know. So the only argument ever is Ronaldo's goals. Messi beats him in goals that season, which is he dominates in terms of performance in La Liga, which is much more games. Champions League games, yeah, much more important. However, Barca's team back then, it was much more unbalanced, very young players, very old. Anyway, not a tournament-ready team, if that makes sense. Whereas Madrid, well-oiled machine at that point. Yeah. Anyway, just saying, do you see a difference there? Do you see Ronaldo's domination? It's like 50-50. It's just people make it look like that was a clean sweep. Ronaldo dominated this. He didn't. He did better in the Champions League, yeah, no debate. What about the World Cup though? What happened there? They kind of both got knocked out quite early, to be honest. Although Argentina played France. France won it. Anyway, the season before, 16-17 for Messi and 16-17 for Cristiano. Champions League. Rating. Messi 8.23, Ronaldo 7.85. So that's 0.4 difference. Big difference. It can't focus. Anyway, it doesn't need to. Goals. Messi's played 9 games, Ronaldo's played 13. Goals, 12 for Ronaldo, 11 for Messi. Messi's got more goals than games. Assists, Ronaldo's got 5, Messi's got 2, so Ronaldo beats him in assists. So Messi's got 13 goals and assists in 9 games. Ronaldo's got 17 in 13. Almost the same again. Just Real Madrid dominate. Everything else, Messi's favor, obviously. All right, so Messi only played 9 games. Ronaldo's played 400 more minutes. Okay, so now that's season 16-17. Let's check La Liga. Messi rating 8.36, Ronaldo 7.54. This is probably one of the biggest differences in rating. Ronaldo more minutes per game, yet goals. Messi 37 in 34 games. Ronaldo's got 25 goals in 29 games. Massive difference. Massive. Messi's got more games and still has more goals than games, where Ronaldo has less games and even still he's got less goals than games. So Messi's got 12 more goals in 5 more games. Assists, Messi's got 9, Ronaldo's got 6. So Messi's got 46 goal contributions to Ronaldo's 35. 11 more in a season. 11. That's like a okay player. Player with an okay season's got 11 goal contributions in 30 something games. There's a big difference. Big difference. And keep into consideration, apart from the goals and assists, dribbles, chances created, all this. The engine of the team. How hard is this? So I don't see how in 2017 Ronaldo was better than Messi. Where every game you watch, gee, Messi's killing it. Every game where you watch Ronaldo, still excellent. He did really well in the Champions League, but Messi was consistently doing more. It's just his team was worse. Like, what can you do there? Why are we penalizing a player for having a worse team? Especially in the GOAT debate. Oh, it's Messi's fault that his team was shit and was rebuilding. What are we talking about here? Can we be objective, please? 18, yeah, I can kind of say, you know what? Yeah, maybe Ronaldo had the better year. Statistically, the eye test always says Messi. Can we all accept that? He's almost unstoppable. He's annoyingly good. He looks like he's walking and then boom, 2 goals and 5 assists. What the hell just happened? He's been walking all game. How did he do that? Okay, let's just go 15-16 last, just to make sure that I was fair, Ronaldo's supposedly 3 years of domination. Let's see what actually happened. We want to know. Okay, 15-16 for both. Messi rating 817, Ronaldo 811. Messi wins the rating battle again. But matches played, Messi only 7, and he's got 6 goals and an assist. Ronaldo's got 12 matches and he's got 16 goals. I think this way he set the record, wasn't it? And 4 assists. So Ronaldo is dominating in the Champions League. Messi was out early. Ronaldo's got 20 goals and assists in 12 games. Messi's got 7. Messi's got 8 in 7. So Ronaldo's ratio is better. Messi's still good, but they got knocked out very early. I think they got knocked out by Roma. Was it Roma? Maybe, yeah. But everything else, successful dribbles. Messi 5 per game, Ronaldo 0.7. Anyway, let's just check. Ronaldo, that was his probably best Champions League season. That was good. He had these were 18 and 15, good. So let's just check La Liga. Average rating, Messi 8.43, Ronaldo 7.86. Massive difference again for Messi. 0.6. That's a lot. This is a lot. Okay. Matches played. Ronaldo's got more goals. That's good. 35 goals in 36 games. Ronaldo, ridiculously good season. Messi's got 26 goals in 33 games. Better goal ratio for Ronaldo there. 9 more goals in 3 more games. Assists, Messi's got 16 to Ronaldo's 11. So in total, Ronaldo's got 46 goals and assists in 36 games. Messi's got 42 in 33. Almost the same. But obviously, everything else, big chances created, long balls, crosses, dribbles, 3.5 against 1.4, and everything else is Messi. More often he was fouled and all this. Yeah, Messi, just overall, just much better season. Less minutes per game, blah, 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 blah. just not much better. This is a 50-50 season, sorry, because I'm looking at the whole, kind of the whole thing, just because I know the way they play, and I know how Messi gets these stats, and then when you look at him, he's like, you look at the heat map for the season. This one is Messi. Look at him everywhere. Look at Ronaldo's in the box and sitting there. Look at Messi all over the place. Literally everywhere in the attacking half. That's what I'm talking about. It's good that we have stats nowadays. Jeez, why is it so orange? Hey, that's all right. Anyway, have I covered everything? Is there still a debate? The stats. Listen, I know this because the way I'm ending, it seems competitive. But why am I focusing on these 3 years? Because this was like Ronaldo's peak. He was dominating. That's what people say. He wasn't. Every other season is just Messi complete domination, like completely. Obviously, no. 13, it was Ronaldo. Ronaldo had a good 13 and 14 as well. There is no debate there. Like, Ronaldo had a good year. Messi was still extremely competitive. He was up there. But Ronaldo had really good seasons. So we have competitive seasons 14, 13 and 14, 16 and 18. 17 is Messi. All the other years is Messi, apart from 08. It's just too many years for Messi. That's why. Ronaldo put up a good fight. That's the second greatest player of all time. Imagine if Messi wasn't playing. Ronaldo would have had 15 Ballon d'Ors. Because there is no one better. These years, no one was better. There was a couple of years that you had a couple of other players close, but no one really came close to that level. No one could sustain it. Hazard had a really good season in 2019, but only for like 6 months he sustained that level, like 10 goals, 10 assists. No one can sustain that. It's insane. And what's the most insane thing is that Messi's stats, as we all saw, are better than Ronaldo, and he's not a striker. This is the most ridiculous. This destroys now every argument. That's it. That's the final nail in the coffin. You have the best stats of all time for an attacker without being an attacker. Just gonna leave you with this, okay? That's it. That's it from me. 1 hour, 70 minutes almost of me talking about this. And I can go on for another 70. We can go through every single stat. I say it so confidently in the beginning because I know all these stats. I've gone over them so many times. I know every single one of their goals. I've watched them all. I was lucky enough to be able to watch and enjoy the peak of both. And I'm very depressed now that it's ended. And I'm forced to watch Bruno Fernandes and Mbappe and people like that. Disgust. Anyway, I don't want to vent about football today. That's it from me. I appreciate the question. And we'll be back next week. I'm starting UFB tomorrow. So good times. We're moving up the ladder, climbing. And yeah, I'll be back next week. Maybe with a book review, probably. Maybe do like a top, or maybe I can do a list like top 50 players of all time or top 30. I can get that list done. It's just going to take some time because, as you can see, I go into detail. I check all the stats, everything. What we didn't go into is like exact particular games. We didn't pinpoint games where, oh, look at him, what he did there, what he did there, like singular performances. We kind of gave a bigger, more generalized overview. Still, we went into some detail. We didn't, if it was a close debate, in my eyes, I would have gone and look at this performance, look at that performance, but it's not really. I think my argument is appealing enough, right? It's convincing enough. You should, if you're not convinced by now, you're a Ronaldo fan, nothing wrong with it, but it's good to be honest. I know it's very hard. I had a really hard time accepting that Xavi and Iniesta are better than Lampard. That's a confession from me. I hated them when I got my FIFA 13 and I saw that Lampard is 83 and Xavi and Iniesta are 90. I had the biggest meltdown ever. I was pissed off. I was so pissed off that I went in settings. I lowered the, you could adjust players' ratings. I don't know if you can do it now. On my FIFA, I lowered them to an 88 and I pushed Lampard up to 88 as well. I was so pissed off. I adjusted these stats to where I was happy with. I just thought that's ridiculous. That's hate. Oh, these guys are haters. Lampard's got more goals than both of them. Blah blah blah. That was my favorite player. Yet with time, I had to accept they're just different types of player, and they're just class. Xavi and Iniesta, I can't. They're extraordinary players. Lampard is as well. He's very underrated. Still the player that kind of means the most to me. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. We've covered everything that we had to. Only one question today. This is probably the first podcast with just one question. 73 minutes. Hey. But Ronaldo is the most complete player. Why? Because he's got more abs? Come on. Because he's got his girlfriends look better. Also, unpopular opinion, Irina Shayk was much better looking than Georgina. Now that's a close debate. Who is better looking? Ronaldo's current girlfriend, Georgina or whatever her name is, or Irina Shayk? Come on, guys, Irina Shayk. Irina Shayk. Don't know why people underestimate, and they're big fan. Oh, Georgina. Come on. But here, I admit there is an argument. People could say they can make arguments. I can't deny the argument. There is an argument. But Messi and Ronaldo, who's better? Come on. The Messiah. Is once in a lifetime. I'm happy I was able to watch it. It's magic. Ronaldo was exceptional as well. I'm very I'm saddened. I'm not sad, but like feeling nostalgic that I can't watch them anymore. Now, I'm gonna go on YouTube and just play some Messi best goals or Ronaldo best goals and imagine it's 2014 again. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Listening to me for 75 minutes. If you disagree with anything, or if you think that, or even let me know about, Irina Shayk. Who thinks Irina Shayk is better looking? She is better looking, come on. She is though. But yeah, if you disagree, let me know. If you think I missed something, go on, let me know. If not, I just accept that I'm right about everything, which I most likely am. yeah, thanks for watching or listening or whatever. I'll be back next week.